Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you the 2022 Nissan Rogue. This one is the SV trim. There is 4 trims you could choose from. There is the S, SV, SL, and the highest is the Platinum trim. So let me go ahead and review this SV trim for you guys and show you all the features it has. Under the hood of this 22 Nissan Rogue, it does have the 1.5 turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, and this is brand new for 2022. So the Nissan Rogue 2021 had the 2.5, and this one is a 1.5 turbocharged connected to a CVT transmission. This engine produces 201 horsepower and 225 pound-feet of torque, and the fuel economy numbers on this engine: 28 in the city, 35 highway, and 31 combined. Here is the MSRP sticker of this 2022 Nissan Rogue, and if you guys are interested in the standard features it has, just go ahead and pause the video. And something that I have to mention is the 22 Nissan Rogue comes in 1.5 turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, and the price on this one is $31,850 with destination. If you guys are curious about the color is called Brilliant Silver, and it looks okay on this Nissan Rogue. I would definitely go with something else, but this is just me. Anyways, what's important is the new engine this Nissan Rogue has. It does have the 1.5 turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, and I honestly did not know that Nissan will be putting a 1.5 turbo in this Rogue. So all the trims will get the 1.5. Before it was the 2.0 naturally aspirated. And coming to the front of this Rogue, nothing was changed for 2022, so everything is the same basically. Right here in the front, the headlights have a really nice design to them. They do have that split design or dual design, and up top they're going to be the daytime running light with the turn signal indicators, and the only halogen light here in the front is the turn signal indicators. And I really wish they were LED for 30,000, 31,000. But yeah, the daytime running light is LED. The high and low beam are LED, and they're sitting in reflectors. And there is an opening right here next to or underneath the headlights. Yeah, basically it improves aerodynamics. And the grille is finished in chrome. It's the well-known Nissan V-Motion grille, and those are finished in gloss black. The Nissan logo is basically the sensor for the braking assist. I'm not sure if the 21 had the updated Nissan logo, but this 22 does. And coming down, that's where the fog lights are supposed to be on the higher trims. And in the bottom, this is all finished in plastic. There is basically a bottom grille, and this color right here is finished in gray/silver. But yeah, the front of the Nissan Rogue looks good, but let's go ahead and move to the side, and I'll show you the side view of this Nissan Rogue. Here is the side view of this Nissan Rogue, and honestly the side view looks pretty good. And I did actually double check. I went to see a 21 Nissan Rogue. It did have the old Nissan logo. The 22 Rogue, which is this one, has the updated Nissan logo. So yeah, the 22 did receive the updated logo. Anyways guys, the side view, as I said, looks good. There's some plastic in the bottom. The fender flares are finished in plastic, and I'm glad that they're not thick. And the window trims are finished in flat black, but the top is finished in chrome, and I really like the gloss black right there. For the mirrors, they do have a blind spot monitoring system and turn signal indicators on them, and the bottom of the mirrors are finished in flat black. And actually I think the blind spot is inside. It's not located on the mirror. And for the rims, I think the design looks pretty good for an SV trim. Again guys, there's 4 trims you could choose from. There's the S, SV, SL, and the Platinum. And for an SV trim, and I think this is the most popular trim that a lot of people are going to go for. I think the rims look pretty good. The size is 235/60 18, and yeah, overall the side view looked good. But let's go ahead and move to the back, and I'll show you the back view of this Nissan Rogue. Alright, so here is the back of this Nissan Rogue, and it is the same as the 21, but the only difference is this one has the updated logo in the back. Here is the wiper. Third brake light is located up there, and Rogue is written back here, nice and spaced out. It is nice and big and finished in chrome. The backup camera is located underneath the G, and SV with all-wheel drive badges to the right. And here is the button to open the lift gate. And by the way, for $31,000, I really wish that Nissan added automatic lift gate. This chrome trim right here, or protector, is part of an option. I can't remember how much it is. I think it's $180 if I'm not mistaken. I'll correct that if I'm wrong. And down here there is some plastic, and all the way in the bottom this is finished in gray, and I really like the design of this gray trim. And reflectors are located all the way in the bottom, and by the way, there is some parking sensors here in the back, so that's good. Here is the key of this Nissan Rogue. It's the same key that Nissan been using for a really long time. Anyways, it does have the updated Nissan logo, and it does have 4 buttons on it: remote start, lock, unlock, and e-panic button, and there's a physical key inside of it, and the key feels nice and light. Let's go ahead and unlock this Rogue, and here is the button to open the lift gate. And I completely forgot, guys, but the tail lights here in the back, they are basically, the running light is LED, but the turn signal indicators and the reverse lights are halogen. But I really like the design of those tail lights. And inside there is a good amount of space in this Rogue, nice and wide. Even the opening is nice and big. Up here there is the handle, and on the right there is a small storage place, even on the left, and there's some tie downs, and there is another tie down right there. And by the way, there is a 12 volt here in the back, but I really wish that the 12 volt was located a little bit closer to the tailgate. Usually most of the companies put it closer to the tailgate, but yeah, the space is nice and big. And underneath there is a spare tire with the jack and the jack tools. For the door handle, it does not have a sensor right behind it, so to lock and unlock this Rogue you have to click on this button. Here is the front door panel, and the front door panel actually looks pretty good. This top portion right here is finished in brown. Probably it's hard to see because of the sun, but it is finished in brown. And this whole thing right here is finished in cloth. It is nice and big. The door handle feels very nice and solid. It is finished in brushed aluminum. The armrest is nice and soft. I love the double stitching. Mirror controls, door locks, everything looks very high quality. And seriously, Nissan did a great job. I really like this trim. And I really like that small, tiny trim around this trim. It is finished in gloss black. And in the bottom, this is plastic, which is expected. The storage place is a little bit small for an SUV. For a big SUV like this, I really wish it was a little bit big. Here is a speaker. It does look good. And for the seats are nice and comfortable, which is expected from Nissan, of course. And the design looks good. And here are the seat controls with lumbar support. But let's go ahead and move inside this Nissan Rogue, and I'll show you how it looks like from the inside. Alright, so here is the interior of this 2022 Nissan Rogue, and the only difference is basically this 1.5. It does sound very quiet, which I honestly like for an SUV like this. The steering wheel is very skinny. It is finished in that synthetic rubber material for $31,000. I really wish it was wrapped in leather. I love the flat bottom design, some chrome right here in the bottom, which is nice. And overall, the steering wheel design looks good. Right here on the left, there is the volume controls, back button, and there is this wheel right here to control the screen, so you could go up and down. And there's the seat buttons. I'm not sure what this button does. It does take you to, seems like, shortcut menu. But anyways, right here on the right is the Pro Assist, I think, or the Pro Pilot Assist. Nissan uses basically their safety features, and you could turn it on or off. And here are the voice command phone controls, so you could set the distance between you and the car in front of you. And here is the cruise control. Basically, you could decrease and increase the speed. Nissan logo, it is the updated one. And behind the steering wheel, there's some paddle shifters. They do feel actually nice and solid, which is impressive. And there's some gloss black right here. And on the right, there is the wiper controls for the front and back. And on the left is the headlight controls with the turn signal controls. And the gauges look good, very easy to understand. And there is this massive LCD screen in the middle, and does display a good amount of things. And I really like how the AC vents look like. I like the gloss black with the brushed aluminum. This is actually wrapped in leather, nice and soft. Even the brown right here is soft. It is that synthetic rubber material, but I really like this brown. trim up there, and as I mentioned, it is on the top of the doors, so probably you guys couldn't see it when I was filming the door panel, but this brown looks very, very good. And down here there is the steering assist button and brightness control, and as you guys see, there is a ton of empty buttons. This is for the higher trims. And here is a screen. It's an 8-inch screen, does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and it does actually look very good. It does have, or basically it is a tablet style screen, and yeah, I personally think it looks good. And here is the backup camera. Backup camera resolution is okay. Usually Nissan doesn't really do a good job with their backup cameras. I'm not sure why. I really think that they should update the quality. There is a volume knob and a tune knob, and Nissan system overall, it is nice and responsive. Sometimes it's laggy, but yeah, it's not too bad. There's some shortcuts in the bottom. Let's go ahead and see if I could increase the brightness. Yeah, so it is nice and bright, but good amount of glare on it. I really like the chrome around this screen. And there's seek buttons, audio, menu, camera, and a back button. And this whole thing right here is wrapped in leather. It is nice and soft. I love this stitching. And there is this gray gray trim and some chrome underneath it. And it goes basically, starts from here and it goes all the way down there, which is nice. And here are the climate controls. Very easy to use. There's an auto function of on, rear, front, fan speed, modes, and it is a dual climate control. And as I said, it does have an auto function, sync function right there, and that's the AC. And down here there is the engine start stop, located in a very good spot. One USB-C, one USB, and a 12 volt. And by the way, this storage place has a light underneath, and it is nice and bright when it's dark. Here is the shifter that will control the CVT transmission in this Rogue. I really wish that Nissan goes away from the CVT completely. I think, yeah, the Nissan Frontier has the 9-speed automatic transmission, but I really wish that they get rid of the CVT completely. And the shifter overall, very easy to use, very nice and small. Hit the button on the left, move it to the front for reverse, move it to the back for drive, and click the P button for park. I really love this trim. It does look very, very good. Good size cup holders. Here is the e-brake, brake hold next to it, and here are the drive modes. There is 5 drive modes you could choose from. Let's go all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when you put it in sport, nothing changes really. Doesn't have LCD. Basically doesn't have the LCD gauge cluster, just only that center display. And yeah, I really like this metal console. Underneath there is a storage place. I don't think there is any USBs or anything like that in the bottom. The armrest is a little bit on the harder side. It is wrapped in leather. I love the stitching. And inside there is actually an okay space. It is nice and deep though, but I really wish it was a tiny bit bigger. And up here, the rear view mirror looks good. It's not frameless, which is expected. And here is the glasses holder, nice and big. Some halogen lights, which is expected in this Rogue for an SV trim. And there's individual buttons for the left and right light, SOS. And this button will keep the lights off when the doors are open. And the visor is actually massive in this Rogue. It is soft from here, but this side it's hard. That's interesting. I've never seen anything like that. And there is a good size mirror with a nice bright halogen light. Here is the back door panel, and the back door panel has the same design as the front, but Nissan did cheap out a little bit back here. This brown material is plastic. It's not that synthetic rubber material, and honestly it doesn't even look like it's plastic. So yeah, I really like it. Anyways, this whole thing is cloth, and as you guys see, this cloth portion is massive. And the door handle feels very nice and solid. The armrest is nice and soft. There is more of that double stitching. I really like this trim. Window switch looks very high quality and does have a premium look. Plastic in the bottom, which is expected. A tiny bit of storage place and a speaker. And by the way, I want to mention something. I'm not sure if the 21 SV Rogue had this in the back, because I know it did have it in the front, but on this 22 it has it on the front and in the back. And for the back seats are nice and big, good amount of legroom and headroom, halogen light up there, and there is an armrest here in the back with 2 cup holders. It is finished in cloth and it is nice and soft, and AC vents here in the back with 1 USB-C, 1 USB. And by the way, those seats do recline. They do have 2 position. They have like a higher position, this one, and then they go back a little bit. Let me see if I could actually do that. So yeah, that's basically the more reclined position, but that's how the front of this Nissan Rogue looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2022 Nissan Rogue. I would like to thank Frank and Napoli Nissan here in Milford, Connecticut for providing me this Nissan Rogue SV. If you guys are interested and if you guys are around, make sure to come check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put the information and link in the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.